Premier League Leicester City vs Brighton Hove Albion prediction, team news, lineups preview. Looking to preserve their 100% record since the arrival of Ruud van Nistelrooy. Leicester City will welcome Brighton Hove Albion to the King Power Stadium for a Premier League battle on Sunday afternoon. The Foxes managed a 3-1 success over out-of-form West Ham United in the East Midlands on Tuesday night, whilst the Seagulls' poor run against Fulham continued at Craven Cottage 2 days later. Match preview. Following a sobering 6-game winless run across the Premier League and EFL Cup, during which time former head coach Steve Cooper was relieved of his duties, Leicester returned to winning ways for the first time since October 19 last time out, beating West Ham at the King Power. The Van Nistelrooy era in the East Midlands started excellently as Jamie Vardy fired the Foxes ahead in the Tuesday night contest during the opening 2 minutes, before second-half strikes from Bilal El-Khanis and Patson Daka secured maximum points, despite a late consolation for the Hammers from Germany international Niklas Füllkrug. Now seeking back-to-back home victories for the first time since April, Leicester are occupying 16th spot in the Premier League standings after their recent hammering of the Hammers, 4 points ahead of fellow newly promoted outfit Ipswich Town, who sit in the highest of the relegation spots. Despite largely being forced to settle for a spot on the bench under the tutelage of Enzo Maresca in the Championship during the 2023-24 campaign. Club legend Vardy is taking center stage once again for the Foxes in the top flight, providing 7 goal contributions across 13 Premier League appearances so far, losing just 3 of their opening 7 league fixtures at the King Power. Leicester should be relatively confident of collecting a positive result on Sunday afternoon, although only Crystal Palace 1, Ipswich 0, Wolverhampton Wanderers 1 and Southampton 1 have one fewer than the Foxes' 2 home matches this term. After a 3-game unbeaten run that included wins over champions Manchester City and South Coast rivals Bournemouth, Brighton's positive streak of results was halted on Thursday night by Fulham, who are unbeaten across all 9 Premier League meetings between the two sides. A second league strike of the term from midfield general Carlos Baleba restored parity in the Craven Cottage contest after Alex Iwobi put the hosts into an early lead. But a Matt O'Reilly own goal and a second of the match for the Nigeria international completed a comfortable success for Marco Silva's men. Brighton were guilty of handing Fulham their first goal of the capital clash when Bart Verbruggen's poor pass gifted the ball to Iwobi in the 4th minute, with the Seagulls conceding 6 goals as a result of individual errors. So far this term only Southampton 9 have managed more. Head coach Fabian Hürzeler insisted post-match that his team will not alter their plan of attack despite recent mistakes. And it is hard to argue that the 31-year-old is taking the wrong approach considering that Sunday's visitors to Leicester are sitting 5th in the Premier League table, just 3 points off the Champions League spots. All 3 of Brighton's defeats have arrived away from their South Coast base during the 2024-25 league campaign, although the Seagulls are very capable travellers, with only league leaders Liverpool 5 and a resurgent Chelsea 5 enjoying more away successes than Hürzeler's men. Team news. On loan from Sunday's visitors, Leicester star Facundo Buonanot is ineligible for this weekend's clash, meaning that Van Nistelrooy will be forced to shuffle his attacking pack despite netting 3 times earlier in the week. With El-Khanis possessing the ability to play centrally, the likes of Steffi Mavididai and Jordan Ayew are set to battle it out for a spot on the left flank. Dropped by Van Nistelrooy after a 13-month stretch in the side, Wout Faes is likely to be on the bench for the Foxes once again, with Connor Cody and Jan-Nick Vestergaard forming the centre-back pairing. Harry Winks is still fighting back from a hamstring issue. whilst Ricardo Pereira hamstring and Abdul Fatawa knee are expected to be available again in March and August 2025 respectively. Brighton remain without the services of Jack Hinchelwood knee and Ferdy Kadioglu muscle, reducing the visitors' options on the flanks of their back four. James Milner hamstring, Adam Webster hamstring and Solly March knee are still unavailable, meaning that Hürzeler does not have the chance to make mass alterations to his starting 11. Goalkeeper Jason Steele could be eyeing up a spot in between the sticks following Verbruggen's mistake at Craven Cottage, although it is likely that the Seagulls keep faith in their Dutch shot-stopper. Leicester City possible starting lineup: Hermansen, Justin, Cody, Vestergaard, Christensen, Ndidi, Sommer, McAteer, Elkonis, Mavididai, Vardy. Brighton Hove Albion possible starting lineup: Verbruggen, Lamptey, Igor, Dunk, Estupinan, O'Reilly, Baliba, Minte, Rudder, Mitoma, Pedro. We say, Leicester City 1-2 Brighton Hove Albion. Despite the comfortable-looking scoreline, Leicester rode their luck at times against West Ham and will not be able to get away with conceding countless shots for a second time this week. Brighton were arguably the better side at Craven Cottage on Thursday night and should be able to return to winning ways at the home of the Foxes. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.